Welcome back to Doing Bart Things, and in this extra edition of Doing Bart Things, I neglected in my last video to fit everything in. I talked for like a half hour and didn't even get to something that I forgot about that was crazy awesome. And so I wanted to hop into that real quick. And I found the Fractal design booth, and Gamers Nexus has a video out there about that, so I want to maybe sort of talk about that a little bit as well. I present to you the Phanteks Evolv 2, X2? 2. X2. Do I really need to say anything else? I mean, if you want blingy showcase El Premio, there you go. It's got it set up to where it just looks like the motherboard tray is floating out there. It looks awesome. It somehow is big and looks small at the same time. The fans are recessed. Its recess is only for like a 25 mil fan, but they're using 30 mil fans. It's kind of why you can barely see sort of like the LED or the RGB LEDs kind of out the side there a little bit there, but I think it's a really cool look. I'm sure they will offer, like black, maybe another color. Like I think like a, what do they call it? Like a rose, a gold rose or something. I don't know. Would be an awesome color for this. Anything that's kind of like your metallic sort of looks, I think will be pretty awesome. The glass is all the way around. And this is obviously like kind of a prototype. They're still working on it, and they've got some things to sort out. But, I mean, yeah, that looks amazing. I don't think it's going to be cheap, but it's a interesting, cool look if you're into like a really, here's your fish tank case, I'm curious how that would cool. You don't really have... You've kind of got fans blowing up into the video card, and there's not really... that's pretty much it. So I'm not sure how well temperatures are. I think in the video, this is the Hardware Connects video, they claim, they seem to say cooling's all right with this. And maybe it is. I mean, it's still 7 fans going on in there. But, I think you're going to run into a little bit of interference because the location of the intake fans just driving air straight into the video card. Maybe not. Like I said, there's enough fan in there to maybe kind of get around that. These fans as well, like if you were to get really good fans like these are the Phanteks D30s, which are not cheap. But something to investigate, if you ever buy a Phanteks case and you want like the Phanteks fans, go to their website instead of going to like Newegg or something. They actually sell bundles. Where you can buy the case and their fans in a bundle, maybe save a few bucks. It's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but it might save you a couple of bucks and kind of get you, the look and everything that you're going for, right? That all matches. So I think they put AIOs in those bundles as well. So yeah, it's not a bad way to go potentially if you're looking to sort of bundle stuff together. Just an option. Yeah, but I suspect this will probably be more expensive than I'm probably willing to pay. And I think it's a little bit too, I don't know, blingy maybe, on the blingy side for me now. I don't know. I think it's really pretty, though. I really do. And I think it's really cool. I love Phanteks making another Evolv. This is something that I actually wanted. I made a video on cases I would bring back if I had the ability to. I don't think this is number one, but it was up there. I would love to see, after having built in an Evolv, the original Evolv, I think it was, not the mid-tower, but the Micro ATX case. I thought it was great. Like, it was just built like a tank. It was nice. The paint was good. The panels were 3 mil thick aluminum panels, and so it just had a feel of quality about it that for back then was foreign to me. I just hadn't seen it before. So I thought this was really great. So for them to make a new one, like 2 thumbs up. Really excited about that, and I hope we see more of it. But I think it is still in the process of being designed. So they've got some various design things they want to do. If you want to get kind of an idea of the size of it, and there's kind of a different color one there. I like that. That's it. It's actually not that big. It's not small, but it's not like some crazy thing that's gonna be a piece of furniture completely. I don't think. Very cool case. Like I said, I think they've got a winner if they refine it for sure. In that Evolv X2 or 2X or whatever. It's a 2. It's the next Evolv. There. Okay. Another thing that I neglected to mention is Fractal Design is also at Computex. They've got various cases. This case I thought was kind of interesting. This is a mini ITX case, but it's bigger than the Terra. It's the Era 2. It's got wood, obviously, but it's a wee bit taller, and it will actually allow you to house a 280 millimeter AIO in the roof, which I think is interesting. And from doing like a search, because obviously it's online, you can see it has that Fractal Terra kind of chassis that will allow you to adjust. So if you have a really big chunky video card, you can move the motherboard tray towards the side where the motherboard is and clear some space for that video card. Or if your video card is maybe not as chunky, you can pull that back and make some more room on the CPU side. But you can fit a 280 watt 80 millimeter AIO. I think that's pretty good, but the size is really small, but it's got wood and kind of a premium feel to it. And I think it's supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, they said it was anodized aluminum, which is, I love the way aluminum is, as far as like having it. I think it looks really good. So that's pretty cool. I would actually consider one of these to have as a desktop case. So something to kind of keep your eye out on. I think that's pretty slick. And these are 2 really cool things, hot things that I just didn't fit in the other video. So I came back and was like, wait, hold on, let me check my notes. Wait, I didn't, well, all right. I guess that's what happens with old age and gray hairs. You just start forgetting things. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed by that. I'm an old school Fractal Design. I've got a North here sitting next to me. I like Fractal Design cases, but I'm just a case fan and nut, and I like computer cases because to me it's the most individual part of a case is what you choose. Of a PC is you can choose the enclosure, even though maybe you don't get a lot of control over the components because an Intel CPU is going to be an Intel CPU, AMD CPU is going to be AMD CPU, but loads of people can make cases, and so they come in all shapes and sizes, and that's what I think is kind of cool about them. But this one definitely has, like a subdued aesthetic. It's compact, and it looks like it would do an all right job, and it can fit a 280 mil AIO. So I think that's pretty interesting. Anyway, well, guys, look, that's it. Maybe I'll have more. I'm just sort of watching things and see how they develop, see if anything calls to me. Maybe I'll move away from cases if I do another video, because I've talked now about 7 or 8 cases, I think, or something. Even recommended a video that's basically going to be mostly cases because it's Phanteks booth. Yeah, so leave a like if you would, leave a subscribe. If you are interested for me to make a commentary on something specific, don't be afraid to leave a comment. I try to respond. Someday if I ever get too big and I can't respond to all the comments, that would be awesome. I would still try. So, anyway, guys, have a good one, and we will see you in the next video.